Last year, I was inducted into this illustrious hall, and now it is my privilege to meet and greet you all. My story was a simple one. I trusted God alone. I follow where I'm led, and I know God will lead me home. I had to leave my mom and dad because I had no choice. There is no mistake when you have heard the Lord's own voice. But I am not the only one whose faith was put to the test. Meet Joseph, Miriam, Moses, David, and Esther, and the rest.
Joseph is the first to be inducted here this morning. Step forward, Joey, and we will sing this story of your plight. Joseph knew what dreams meant, both his own and dreams of others. In time, he saw God's plan unfold, and he forgave his brothers. He was often blamed for things he didn't even do, but he knew God was in control and grace would see him through.
Brothers all were jealous. He said me. I'm the baby in the family, and I'm spoiled rotten. Well, being the youngest isn't all that great. I either get left behind, or I tag along and feel out of place. Sometimes they're not nice to me, and I get blamed for things I didn't even do. It's hard to forgive them when they're mean to me. I wonder if Joseph felt the way I feel. I wonder if he prayed and asked God to help him forgive them. That's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to grow up big and strong and kind and gentle and always help them out when they need it. And someday, they'll appreciate me too.
According to chronology, Miriam is next. Loving daughter, big sister, babysitter, extraordinary. Miriam was cool, calm, and collected. She fooled the Pharaoh's daughter, who never once suspected that the nurse she had found for her little baby brother was in fact none other than their very own mother. God gave her the gift to know what the future would be. Willingly, she accepted her responsibility.
Tomorrow night, I'm going to babysit for the very first time for my little sister. I'm excited, but really scared too. I mean, what if the phone rings, the front doorbell rings, someone knocks at the back door, the dog starts barking, the cat starts meowing, the baby's crying, and I run to get the baby's bottle, I spill the milk, and I run to the front door, and the dog runs out, and then I answer the back door, and the cat runs out, and then I answer the phone, but before I can say hello, the baby's diaper needs to be changed. And what am I gonna do? Well, what did Miriam do? She had the hardest babysitting job in the whole world, and God helped her to think fast and do the right thing. I'm not so afraid anymore. I'll trust God to help me do my best, just like Miriam did.
So Moses grew up. Many years later, God told him to set his people free.
Oh no, I can't. Find someone else, not me. Use my brother Aaron, who is elegant and tall. Among my family members, he's the favorite of us all. I stumble and I mumble and I jumble every word, but God performed a miracle and I was reassured.
In spite of all his weakness, God used Moses just the same, and now he's been inducted to the Faith Hall of Fame.
Chose him to make a speech in front of everybody. Sometimes when I'm in front of people, I get anxious. And I lose my place. And I get all tangled up on big words. I practice saying these things over and over to my mirror, but when I stand up in front of the class, I forget everything. Last time I was supposed to do a book report, I pretended to have laryngitis and be real dizzy. But now I realize that if God could give Moses the help he needed, the Lord can give me the help I need too. Tomorrow I have another book report, and this time, even though I'm still scared, I'll be trusting God to help me.
David's name is next on our celebrated list. His poetry is unparalleled. His psalms must not be missed. When he was just a shepherd boy before he was a king, he proved his faith in God and killed a giant with a sling. Now we induct David into the Faith Hall of Fame.
He didn't bet you anything that that bully Goliath is the grandfather's uncle's cousin, grandfather's brother-in-law's cousin's grandfather's uncle to the bully in my school. It's getting to the point where I don't even want to go to school anymore. I wish I was related to David. Hey, come to think of it, maybe I'm David's distant cousin. Hey, look at me. I'm musical, I'm smart, I love rocks, I love God. Wow, David and I have a lot in common. Tomorrow, I'm going to school with a new attitude of assurance that God will help me deal with my fears and be beside me all the way.
Our final star tonight is the beautiful Queen Esther. Her husband, King Ahasuerus, never would have guessed her family was Jewish, because she did not tell a soul. She simply trusted God to help her in her royal work. Esther loved the Lord. She was faithful and devout. The king found Esther beautiful, both inside and out. In spite of all their differences, he loved her just the same, and now her name has been added to the Faith Hall of Fame.
He was
You'll never believe what I just heard, but you gotta promise never to tell anyone.
Well, what is it? Come on, spill the beans.
Oops, I just realized I was about to tell a secret and break a promise.
Oh no, you can't leave me hanging like that.
But it wouldn't be right to tell you. But I'm about to burst.
I wonder if Queen Esther felt like she would burst when she kept the secret of who she really was. She couldn't tell her husband or even her best friend.
I know, I can tell God my secret. I wouldn't be breaking my promise because God already knows everything anyway. This way I can get it off my chest, but still be loyal to my friends and to my promise.
You'll be loyal like Queen Esther. But can you just give me a little hint?
We hope that you have all enjoyed our stories and songs and learned that faith is trusting still when everything goes wrong. No matter what the circumstance, no matter who you're with, no matter if you're all alone, no matter where you live, 100,000 years ago, or now, today, tonight, believing may be difficult, but always it is right. So trust in God and well, who knows, perhaps someday your name will also be included in the Faith Hall of Fame.
Guess what? You'll never believe what I heard, but you gotta promise never to tell anyone.
Well, there's a ladybug on it.
Ladybug, please,
There's a ladybug right there.
get it off.